got a girl. Don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear.
Aw, we are back at it again. Hope you are doing well. I know we've been gone for an extended period of time, but we are back and ready to talk and bring you all a lot of different and interesting topics this go around. The topic that I wanted to talk about this episode is social media. But first of all, Ruth, how have you been? What have you been up to in this time we've been gone?
Yeah, so you guys know me. I'm always doing random things. The latest hobby that I've picked up is teaching one of my friends how to drive. So that's been like a really interesting experience. We drive during the weekend, so we started off like super basic, like how to turn on a car, how to hit the gas, how to hit the brake. But it's been good. He actually drove like 30 minutes to a play we watched yesterday, so we're progressing on that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love that. See, when I think about like people in big cities, like New York, for example, I'm like, I would never learn how to drive because there's no point. How is it learning how to drive where you're at compared to like learning how to drive in Kentucky where you can just go in like a parking lot or a field or something?
Yeah, so he Googled where to like actually begin driving and he said a parking lot. So we went to like Michael's parking lot and that's where we started. And then when it comes to like traffic and stuff, we drive like in the mornings while it's not busy or in the afternoon or later in the evening. But I think like he's tough. Like he doesn't really get discouraged or like scared about it. It might be just like a God thing. I don't know, but and like where is he gonna learn how to drive? It's now. Even in a big city. So yeah.
Oh, I love to hear that. Well,
Mhm.
that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Me, I've really been falling back in love with makeup. Funny enough, for a while there, my stuff was just sitting there collecting dust, but I've gotten back into collecting makeup and buying MAC, and I actually got a book. Let me show
Hey.
you. It's called Face Four by Kevin Aquan. He was a really awesome makeup artist from the '90s. He did Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson's makeup. I mean, but he just has so many like awesome looks in here, and I've just been getting inspired, and it feels good to feel like I'm getting creative again because I guess I was kind of burnt out for a while there. But it's what I've been up to, just getting back into my makeup game and taking pictures and stuff. But
Yes.
funny enough,
I
talking about taking pictures and posting pictures, today I wanted to talk about social media. I know that you and me both, Ruth, we have taken breaks from social media across several platforms. Just really kind of went ghost, not posting a lot. And I know we have different reasons for that, but I wanted to talk to you. Like, how long have you been off of social media, and what was like your number one reason for going, or did you have several factors that played into it?
Yeah, so I started off my social media journey like elementary school with MySpace. And I remember like even my brother, he's super overprotective and like 4 years older than me. He was like, "You're not allowed to get a MySpace." But you know me, like I went behind his back, created a MySpace, and that's where like this obsession with social media came into my life. And then funny enough, in 2020, I decided to completely go cold turkey, deleted all my platforms basically, and just like go ghost for like 2, 3 years until like we joined the YouTube community and the podcasting community. And I'm not fully ready to come back yet, and I don't know if I'll ever be ready, but that's just where I am now. But what about you?
Me, it's funny. I would have little periods where I'd get upset and like delete my Facebook or something because I saw a post that made me mad. But I actually deleted my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat in 2016, probably fall semester of my freshman year. I think that I was really overwhelmed. I was going through a lot with my family life, and I think I just felt so unsupported. And I wanted to see who would still support me or look out for me or reach out to me or respond when I reach out if they weren't seeing me posting once a month, once every 2 months. I think that one thing about social media that I really had to kind of come to terms with is you have people that are literally just your social media buddies. They're your people that you can always depend on them to like your picture, drop hard eyes, but
Yeah,
y'all not cool in real life, and that's okay. But during the time, it was really hard for me to come to terms with. I also think I had a couple of people who were taking me for granted,
mm,
and I also wanted to reclaim my exclusivity by not having any socials. You know, you don't have my socials. Perhaps you can't get in contact with me through my phone because I blocked you or something. But, like now you don't have access to me and I'm not looking for access to you.
yeah,
So, you see the death of a lot of friendships, but you kind of realize that maybe those friendships weren't what you thought they were.
exactly.
Yeah, there's definitely moments, especially being in college, people ask, what's your Snap? What's your Insta? I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't have it. So there were times where socially I felt like, wow, I'm kind of out of the loop. But if I would change anything, maybe, just maybe I'd have an Instagram just for people to look at. I don't even think I'd be on it like that, but just so people could follow me if they wanted. But all in all, I really appreciate my break from social media because I think that it really skewed a lot of people's perspective when it comes to how they do things, how they want to
mm,
be perceived, if they want to be perceived. And I
yeah.
think that's something that I've been able to like completely walk away from. I don't know if you had noticed that TikTok, it looks like they're making a new app that's kind of like Insta called Lemonade.
Lemonade, yes. But I don't understand it. Do you know anything behind it yet?
Honestly, it just gives me like maybe Canva plus Instagram put together.
Interesting. Can you comment and like follow people and like?
Likes, stuff like that. It's very much bit off Instagram, but it's funny because I was like, oh, maybe I'll make a page on there just to see. And I literally made a page, had a post up for like 5 minutes just to see if I wanted to branch back into social media and took it down. I'm like, I don't even like this. You can see that people are viewing it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting views. Never mind. Never mind.
Exactly. Yes, like it's I don't know if you face this, but like I get anxiety honestly going on social media. Like even me having to log on to our Instagram page, like I kind of like felt this tension. And then once I like went into our Instagram page, I did what I had to do, then I logged off. Like and I don't think that's healthy. I don't think I have really like solved what I needed or like had got therapy for it, but basically I'm just masking away like what I really am fearful from social media.
Right. And I think that's fine. I think that we have to remember we have to protect ourselves and look out for ourselves. But that's one thing. It's funny you said that. I really do want to continue to work on finding out what was the real reason for walk away. And when I get those anxious moments of, making a new social media profile, oh, maybe I'll get back on social medias. What makes me delete it?
Yes, 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 yes.
Ooh.
When I deleted my social media in 2020, I was going through like just a lot, as you all can imagine. It was the pandemic, and I was graduating from college. Everything should have been set in stone for me, like graduate, move, apartment, this, that, and third, and it wasn't happening. So, like, I just panicked. Like, I really panicked. I would go on social media, and people were still traveling, even though we should have been like quarantined. People were having fun. I'm just like, I can't do this. Oh, and do you know what, too? During the pandemic, a lot of people were just moving on with life, like starting to have kids, get married, they were buying homes. And one thing about me, I hate feeling pressured to do something. So I'm like, I don't want to be influenced to do something when I'm not really ready. So I'm like, I have to like leave this platform. I need to delete Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, like, and really figure out what I want to do in my 20s, you know?
For sure. It's so funny you said that. Talk about marriage. I was just thinking about some of the older women in my small town community and just how like I'll see them after not seeing them for a while and the comments they'll make. Oh, you're still single? You ain't found nobody? Do you like women? What's going on? they, they're bold. They ask you this stuff. They want to know. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
okay, like what?
Yes.
You know, and they've even said, "Yeah, I showed your profile to my grandson." What do you mean? So,
Yeah.
and it goes back into now I don't want to be perceived again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really goes back into being perceived and like maybe not wanting to be perceived. And I'm like, I thought with me deleting social media or limiting how much I post, this would keep people from running their mouth or passing judgment or having crazy comments to say to me. Instead of congrats on graduating, it's you haven't done this yet, or you gonna buy a house, or you still living there? How come you ain't? I'm like, goodness gracious.
Yep. And social media creates like a platform for people to really rush their goals. I'm not hating you guys, like I'm not. But I'm like, if we didn't have social media, would we really care and be influenced about the things we want?
Mhm.
Um, I tagged you in, or I sent you like the Jackie Ina's video about how she had like a Cartier love stack. And people just thought like Jackie has so much money. Well, she does, but like Jackie spends frivolously. She has like thousands of dollars on her hand. Like, why can't I have what Jackie Ina has? And it just comes to show you like people are really watching what other people have, and then them too, like they will try to aspire or like get what someone has, even though they really might not care for those items or like what other people have. So
For sure. And that gets a little bit into the soft life topic. It's like, should we feel like we need to have skims and 3 times a week Target runs and iced coffee every morning? Do we really feel a need to fit into that aesthetic? And it's like, well, if it's consistently popping up on your For You page or in your algorithm, then yeah,
man, yes,
influence. You're like, oh, you
yes,
start thinking about stuff that you would have never thought about. I'm like, do I need a little filler on my top lip while the girl is in
literally.
filler? Like, oh, it will mess with your head. Even you can be the most strongest, confident person in the world, and like constantly being, I don't want to say brainwashed, but like constantly having that propaganda in your face of this is how things are supposed to be. That would
Yeah.
make anyone feel like, oh, I need to do this or do
No,
that.
for real. I have a really funny story. So, like a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, I was seeing a lot of people going to Pilates with like their Lululemon situation. So I got up on Sunday morning at like 8 a.m. Put on like it wasn't Lululemon. It was very much giving Lululemon dupe. But I put on my Lululemon dupe, and then I go to Pilates. I go to Pilates. I was dying. And I'm like, this is not for me. Like, people make Pilates and Lululemons and those situations seem like very elegant and soft life. But the way it was killing me, I'm like, no. Like, I should have just stuck to what I know. And that's like my Zumba or like normal exercises. So, not me getting influenced to go to Pilates. It
Yeah,
wasn't cheap.
and people get good results from it, but that's what I see is that people talk about. I went to Pilates today and it killed me out. I'm like, I didn't know it's that strenuous. I didn't even know you have to be.
No, for
You know,
real. Because the people, like the aesthetic or like the videos people were posting was very much like giving luxury and like calm vibes. No, sweat dripping, breathing hard. I'm like, what? Embarrassing. But yeah, hopefully I can progress I don't even know if I'm gonna go back, but if I do, like God, please help me. So yeah.
See me, and I'd be the type to buy a package of classes, so I gotta go back, even though I don't want to.
I'm crying.
Uh, Anywho, when we think about the future of social media for us, what does that look like? Say we have families one day and we want to post family pictures on Facebook, or just getting back out there, starting to socialize and interact with more people. What do you think that's going to look like for you?
I think I'm gonna follow not too many people, like the actual people who I communicate with today. Those are the people I'm gonna communicate with or like follow on social media. But also, I don't think I can have like my name like Ruthie like as my username because I don't want people to find me. Yeah. like even on TikTok when they're like suggestions or like people to follow, I'm like, I don't want people to know who I am on this like application because I just want to be myself always. And I feel like people may have a different perception of me than who I really am. And the people who really know me, that's who I want to see, like who I would like to see, who I would appreciate for them to see me on social media, rather than the people who are just nosy or I have to like put on a fake facade for them.
For
Yeah.
sure. Authentic. And that's what it's about, when it comes to finding our soul tribe and people who really love us for us, Not having to put on the fronts is so important. But
Do you think you lost connections with people because you're not really on social media? Like
for,
people who you might have been close to?
for sure, but and this gets a little deep. The one thing that I realized is that I'm just not good at forming relationships with people, romantic, friends. And it comes from my mom. My mom didn't teach me how to do that. So
Yeah.
in adulthood, I'm having to learn how to make friends and be a good friend and be present and stop ghosting and stop. Like I literally have several friends last year during the summer that I just, and family too, I just stopped talking to everyone over the past year because I
Yeah.
just had so much going on. And um, I don't know, I'm someone that I tend to like, what do you call it? Like withdraw and like become super reserved when I feel like some stuff is going on and I'm the only one that can fix it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, cool, you won't see me when you see me. Maybe I got some stuff to handle.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can. You never want to hurt anybody's feelings by just disappearing. So it's like, hopefully I can apologize. You can understand what's going on, but I'm going through it, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm not someone that even wants everyone else to handle my problems like I'll handle it. So I just go off the grid until I feel like I've figured it and then pop back up. You know,
Yeah.
you disappear, Nat. Good to see you. But
I'm back. No, and I want to touch on that topic like in a couple of episodes later about like still maintaining friendships in your 20s and like what you value and why you reach out to the people you do, and if someone does ghost you, do you accept them back? So that's going to be a very interesting topic to discuss later on.
for sure.
But I do want to say, when I first left social media, I think you wished me a happy birthday, or I probably wished her, I don't know, one of the two. Like either I wished her a happy birthday or you wished me a happy birthday. And then you were like, did you delete your Facebook? And I just want to say, like, that really meant a lot to me.
Mhm.
And like, have you experienced that before? Like someone was like, did you go off grid off of social media? And like, did that impact you in any way?
I just want to say I put your birthday in my calendar like probably around the time we first met. I was like, Ruth's good people. I feel like she's gonna be in my life. But uh, maybe a few like guys who liked me,
Yeah.
romantic interests.
Did you care about that? Or were you like, ah,
I was just like whatever. But I don't really think anyone else like peep like that.
yeah,
I think that I kind of gradually my social media activity declined. So by the time I actually dipped out, people were like, whatever. Like I remember I like had an Instagram where maybe I had like 2,000 followers and then I deleted it. I went down to 200 followers and then I deleted that Instagram and was gone for good. So
yeah. Please don't delete your TikTok. You go viral on TikTok, but you just stopped posting.
I know. And I stopped posting around the time, like I said, I stopped talking to a lot of people during summer last year. So I stopped posting around that same time. I was like, I'm done. I'll be back when I feel it again. But like I said, I'm getting back into my creative swing. We'll see what I come up with.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see where like you're gonna lead to. And I think that's it for the episode. Thank you all so much for watching or listening. We truly appreciate it. And stay tuned for next week's episode on Friday evenings. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.